Also sticking around with us is political commentator Michael Reagan. Michael, it's great to have you with us. We were talking about the issue of Ebola before, but I also wanted to ask you about some stuff that broke overnight, and that is the announcement that Joe Biden's son was discharged from the Navy Reserve for testing positive for cocaine. We have a soundbite here from the reporter, Colleen Nelson, who broke that story. Let's take a listen to what she has to say, and then we'll talk on the other side. Play the clip.
We do have confirmation that there was a drug offense that could have precluded him from joining the Navy, and so he sought and received a waiver for that drug offense. The military says that it's not that uncommon for such waivers to be granted, particularly for one-time, relatively minor offenses. So certainly it was some number of years ago, but there was a history of some drug episode in Hunter Biden's past.
Well, obviously, Michael, you have lived your life in the public eye, too. How difficult is it to be the son of a vice president or the president constantly in the public eye? Not dismissing what Hunter Biden admits to doing, but the constantly being under that pressure.
It is pressure that nobody else watching this show can really, truly ever understand. Mm-hmm. When you have iconic parents, the Bidens, Clintons, whoever it might be, it's very tough to find your own position in life of who you are, because no matter what you do, you're tied to your parents, and it's a very tough position, in fact, to be in. I joke a lot when I go out and speak. I say I can walk into a bank, shoot and kill the tellers, and rob the bank and walk out, and the police officer arresting me would say, you know, your dad was the greatest president this country ever had. And who do you think is going to run in 2016? And he would take out his smartphone and take a selfie of him and me, because he loved my dad. I mean, this is the kind of things you face, and it is very tough. I feel for Joe Biden and his family. I feel for his son, but I also understand what his son is going through and what every parent goes through when they see a failure or a weakness in their child. And all I can do is pray for their family. I wish everybody would pray for those of us who are raised in the public eye, and pressure put on us on a regular basis to perform, and truly pray for us to be able to find out who we are, because the toughest thing is to find out who we are. Like you introduced me as the son of the President of the United States, not as not as all the things I've ever accomplished. It's hard for me to rise above being the son of a president and son of an Academy Award-winning actress.
And Michael, no doubt that nobody's perfect, let's be honest here, and he did express a sense of regret, and he spoke about it. And was that good enough? Mm-hmm. And is this something that he can move forward from?
Well, I think you can always move forward from, but you need to have people around you who can help you move forward. I happen to have people around me that help me get through life all the time. My wife, Colleen, my son, Cameron, my daughter, Ashley, good friends, Boz Division, you know, the grandson of Billy Graham. I have prayer partners and other people who help me. Trust me, if I didn't have them, I'd be a wreck, because of the things I went through as a child, and a lot of you know what I went through as a child. So it's a matter of having people around you who can be your support system. If you don't have the support system, then it's hard to get better.
All right. Well, Michael, you do have a lot of accomplishments. We don't want to downplay that. But this next question, forgive us for asking this, because this came up a couple of times yesterday. We were talking about the Florida gubernatorial debate here. And when I asked a couple of folks, what's a better way to handle this situation than what would happen with Charlie Crist and with Rick Scott refusing to come out on stage, both folks mentioned this particular debate in which your father was featured. Let's play this clip.
Would the sound man please turn Mr. Reagan's mic off for a minute? Is this on? Mr. Green, did you turn that microphone
You
off?
asked for me if you would... I am paying for this microphone, Mr. Green.
Of course, that was from the Nashua debate there, in a very famous moment that a lot of folks remember from that particular debate. We all got to see that. But what was it like for President Reagan behind the scenes? Did he relish these opportunities to get out there and debate?
No, my dad loved debate. I mean, he loved it. Listen, he loved debate. He loved it so much. Remember the Robert Kennedy told his people, don't ever put me up with that guy again, because my father just destroyed him back in the 1960s in debates. So my dad relished it. But I tweeted the other night after watching what happened down in Florida, and I said, you know, it doesn't matter if Governor Scott was right. It didn't matter. The fact is the media and Chris made Governor Scott look petty, and I said the advantage now goes to Governor Chris for what happened down there in Florida. Scott made a mistake by playing it the way he played it. Chris, if he wins the election in Florida for governor, can mark that moment as the way and the reason that he won.
Yeah, a lot of folks might mark it that way. A stark contrast between what we saw a couple days ago and what your father did all those years ago. Michael Reagan, thanks so much for being with us. Always great to talk to you, sir.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be back after this.